good morning, and it's a great morning. My name is Wyvonia Woods Harris, and I am the owner of Wise Joyful Company Health Community Consulting. And I am just elated to be here today. A BOCI, I'm a member. I am so excited about all of the things that are happening in BOCI. And I share with everybody that I started almost 2 years ago with Sherry allowing me to talk on radio about my love, which is advocacy. And this has built up to this opportunity, and this is a great opportunity. We are excited about our guest, our honored guest, who is just doing the transition as we speak, because she will be saying, I am a BOCI member shortly. But let's just talk about all of the things that you are doing, Raven. And Danielle, Raven is the name of her company. And so I'm going to start off, Danielle. I want you to tell us about Danielle. Tell us something that nobody else knows, and we'll keep it a secret.
Okay. I actually have something for you. What most people do not know about me is about 2 years ago, I was training to be an MMA fighter, and I did that off and on for a year and a half.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what was the most exciting thing that you did with that, and how did you transition over into this part of your life?
Actually, during that time, I was actually already in photography. I was already doing it as a hobby. And I just really got into that for the fitness, because I have severe ADD and I can't go to a gym and sit on a treadmill and do that. So that was a way for me to exercise and just do something different, because it was high intensity, it was high cardio, and there's no better way than to go in and be able to beat somebody up, and you're not going to get in trouble for it.
Well, I share with everybody that I have a question that says,
Okay.
my name is Y, and you ask why. And so I am a why asker.
Okay.
And so today I wanted to really start off, and you tell us why your photography is the name Raven.
Okay, it's a little bit of a complex answer. When my mom was pregnant with me, my mom and my dad had a fight over what I was going to be named. She wanted to name me Raven Alexandria, and my dad said, no way, you're not naming my daughter after a bird. And so as I got older, I wound up becoming a huge fan of Edgar Allan Poe, and my favorite story by him is The Raven. So whenever I decided to do my company name, I actually did a poll on Facebook with all my friends, and I had 4 names. I can't remember the other 3. I think one of them was Danielle's Photography, Raven Photography, and I don't even remember what the other 2 were. But anyways, Raven Photography won, and I'm like, okay, friends voted, that's it. And it actually just kind of stuck.
So how long ago was this?
I actually started my company 10 months ago.
Wow, so you are a new entrepreneur business lady.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
And a new BOCI member, I have to say that. Let's just share with the audience how you will use this opportunity. I know that you're also looking at our Boost program that we've had, but how would you share the opportunity of photography in this group of business and Business Over Coffee members?
I'd actually been looking at joining Business Over Coffee International for a while, and it was just something that I was just wanting to talk about and meet a couple of people first as a new business owner. Probably the hardest part about starting a business is meeting other people and getting that foot in the door with other companies that will allow you 30 seconds just to introduce yourself. You know, and photography is a really hard, it's a really hard business to get into. So Business Over Coffee, it's a great marketing, networking tool to make new friends, to make make new relationships. Because it's really, in today's world, it's not about media, it's really about making relationships and being able to...
I said that in church.
And just being able to network with one another and being able to refer business out to people that you know and that you trust and that you know on a personal basis.
So photography, and you told me that you've been doing that a while.
Yes.
What brought that on?
I was a little kid and my mom gave me her little Kodak 110 camera. I don't know if anybody remembers those, but they were the little bitty box cameras.
I remember.
I
probably have one somewhere in my house.
and I loved it. so I would go out and I would take pictures of everything, and my mom would yell at me for wasting all the film, and that's just where it started.
Okay, and so tell me the most exciting photography that you've been involved with in this last 10 months.
In the last 2 months, I think probably the most exciting things that I do is my wedding photography. Most photographers don't like it because it's highly stressful, but that's probably the biggest thing for me is I really love the weddings, the high stress. It's only one chance and they're usually always beautiful. I've always had compliments about I'm so calm when I go in there that, you know, they really feel at ease because I don't get stressed out or anything like that. I'm like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we'll just work with it. We're just gonna go. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna do it.
I think this would be a great time to segue into actually telling how to contact you, and because there's somebody out there that may be just sitting there waiting on that photography, especially if it's a wedding. That's a stressful time. So why don't you give us your contact names and the places that we can reach you?
You can view my online portfolio at www.ravenphotography.co.
Okay, slow down, Danielle.
Sorry. www.
For the old people like
.ravenphotography.co. And you can also email me at ravenphotography@mail.com. Not Gmail, mail.com.
Mail.com.
And you can also contact me by phone. My number is 901-268-4751.
This is an exciting event, and the things that Danielle is telling us about, I'm asking from the audience, virtual and live audience. Do you have any questions for Danielle about photography, what she's going to be doing, and how we can move forward with this? I see Julianne.
Yeah, do you help people on what to wear when they take a photograph?
If they ask, then yes. I do have some models that I've worked with or I'm consulting with that if they have certain themes that they'd like to photograph, then I will help them coordinate locations and outfits for that.
I see
So
Gina.
I understand that Danielle is interested in the BOCI program. Have y'all talked about that yet?
We have not, and we're, after I get a question
Okay.
from Deborah, then we'll allow Beverly to just really tell especially Danielle about the BOCI program.
I was going to kind of follow up on what Julianne was saying. I would love for you to meet one of our professional members and also executive committee member, and that's Carolyn Bendel with Fashion Academy. And
Okay.
link the two of you up so that if you're going to be doing the profile pictures for bringing up, for BOCI and bringing everyone together, that you're on the same page.
Yeah, that would be
Because
wonderful.
you're just, we're so happy to have you.
Thank you.
Very
Really
excited.
delighted to have you.
Very happy to be here. Thank you.
Even if it does make my heart tender, because the photographer
Yeah.
who was here prior to this was a relative of mine, but we are so excited about you coming on board.
Well, thank you.
All right, Beverly, why don't you tell us about your experiences and your events?
How far back can I go?
Just, you have 2 minutes, so probably
Okay.
2 minutes worth.
Okay, so I've been blessed to be a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. I'm gonna talk really fast, because I'm.
No, because you just need to talk slow
Yes,
so they can understand you.
Yes. I found out about business over coffee on the internet, and it sounded interesting. And so, my husband had just said, you can chase your passion now the kids are grown. And so I came to my first meeting, met Sherry Hanley for the first time. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. It's been so helpful for me because I started with a zero budget. And that being said, I've grown so much through this group.
I've
Oh my
watched it.
gosh. It's been a real blessing coming in through the professional boost program, because I haven't had to pay membership fees for the first whole year. And there's so much more. I mean, people have just blessed my socks off left and right. Carolyn Bendall put together a makeover for me,
Yeah.
professional makeover. And if I started naming people, I would just kind of like go blank.
You were featured on the commercial appeal.
Right.
I was, yes, Carolyn arranged for that. She took me shopping at Dillard's, and they just put together really nice outfits on there.
So from 0 to budget to where are you now?
Do you really want to know?
I don't even need your numbers, but tell us about all of those pieces of jewelry that you've sold.
Oh, gosh, I have a unique style,
You do?
and it goes from like everyday casual to elegant evening to a little bit of steampunk.
Okay, then you need to plug your business in this next 15 seconds.
Okay, Glory Shine Adornment, and it's all about letting God's glory shine through me, because He made me creative. And I'm just blessed to be in this group, and I've grown extremely. My talents have developed, and I've had so much encouragement.
She has been a gift to me, and she's mentored me. I have a saying called sister friends and mentors, and Beverly has most certainly been one of those people. So as we close, Danielle, and the next time we see you, you will have on some type of badge that says BOCI. I will say again, she's given you all of the contact information. If there's any questions, just hook up with BOCI. And also be at BO Coffee for our Twitter. I want to please ask you to look at our sponsors here with Rico and our coffee, all of the sponsors that are in this place, and all of the hard workers that make BOCI exactly what it is, business over coffee. Thank you all.